Hey guys, I wanted to make a little update video. I just got a fresh haircut. It's a little shorter right now than I would have liked it to be. But since March, I've been having to get drug tested due to an agreement with mediation um, with the custody case with my child. And there was accusations because of suspicions of me doing drugs. So I agreed to take the test. There was a lot of confusion on what test it would be. At first, it was going to be being tested for all of the psychedelics and everything, which, as much as I could get information on, was going to be around like $800 and not even super viable. So luckily, I was able to talk them down to only a 5-panel hair follicle test, which they insisted upon it being the hair follicle test. So I did that every time I wanted to see my kiddo, and I just got really, really sick of like literal like baby handfuls. Sorry, my hand's purple from dyeing my hair. Of my hair going missing, and just like I can feel like the little mini buzz cuts all throughout my hair. So I decided to make sure it grows back in even, get it cut pretty short. But yeah, so I'm feeling into it. It'll grow out. I just like feel kind of emotional about the whole ordeal because I feel like it just didn't need to play out like that, but it is what it is. And then, shortly after the recent eclipse, and my last hair follicle test, after grieving a little bit, crying a little bit about like my hair is so thin, I don't like this, I don't want to have to keep doing this, paying $200 for a hair follicle test every time I want to see my kiddo. And I have proven, throughout these hair follicle tests that I'm not addicted to drugs. You know, wasn't even being tested for the ones I was accused of doing. So, um, you know, but I found out after this recent eclipse that after complaining, putting it out in the universe, this is making me sad. This is not right. I'm not a drug addict. I found out that I don't have to take these hair follicle tests anymore to see my kiddo. So I fought for my rights back. I share legal custody. My parents have physical. I'm working with them. Proved I wasn't a drug addict. Repairing my trauma with them, my generational trauma I've inherited, and working through it all. And that, has been such a crazy, intense process. And I just want to show so much gratitude for all the people that have held me as my friend and seen my reality through this whole mess, because some people didn't, and some people dipped or assumed the worst or just ran with whatever narrative they pieced together of me being a bad person throughout all this. And so, to those who have gone out of their way to meet me with understanding and compassion, I truly can never repay you for that, because that is such a beautiful, inspiring thing to see other people show up for me in that way. And I hope to be able to give back after these learned experiences and help other people in similar situations, as I continue to improve mine, to celebrate being able to save a little bit of money on those tests because they were just redundant and pointless. And just like, yeah, sitting confident in my truth and advocating for myself and for others who might be in similar situations. And yeah, that's my little update with that. Doing a lot of really cool things with event planning. I will probably make a follow-up post about that because that's a little bit unrelated to my personal things. I'm trying to curate my platforms to be a little bit more professional, or more working on the professional side of things on other platforms, other collectives, and this channel will kind of remain my personal, gaming and expression space. But yeah, just that was a lot. Um, you know, um, I'm really grateful for all the lessons learned throughout all of that, and my endurance and my strength with continuing to be myself and push forward and remaining clean of self-harm, not relapsing on that throughout this process, and yeah, just getting a deeper understanding to my own psyche and those around me throughout all of this, and appreciating what all of it has revealed in my interpersonal dynamics and how I show up for others and how they show up for me. And just learning more and more every day the meaning of radical love and compassion, but also like how to hold myself and others accountable even though I have that radical love and compassion. It's like also these things matter. Like, I love you, I have compassion for you in your situation, but also like speaking what intuitively feels important for me to say. Settling into being 3 decades old and what this life is. And yeah, I'm still passionate about a lot of the same things, plant medicine, conflict resolution, art, dance, that's all reigned pretty true. But getting more into planning and the architecture of systems and physical architecture and plants and food, sustainability, the same things, but deepening those things. And actually, I think, yeah, somehow these like ruptures led to these important timelines that are huge catalysts for both my personal growth and the world at large, because as you guys know, I'm heavily interested in solar punk, and now a new term that I'm getting into, lunar punk, which maybe I'm more of that. I think I'm a good combination of both, but just reimagining how we can structure our world to protect our planet and care for each other to the highest possible alignment. So yeah, grateful, blessed, decompressing, big exhale kind of energy in my life right now. And yeah, so anyone who's watching, I love you. Thank you for listening and caring about my life. And we push through, we persevere, and I'm so proud of you guys for whatever you're pushing through and persevering through. And I hope you're able to settle into whatever lessons you need to learn and path you need to be on in this life, and find community and love and experience much joy, and also following your intuition, and also advocating for yourself and what you believe in. So yeah, and finding the balance of all of that. So yeah, quick update, and I'm going to work on some of the other video projects that I am working on right now. So love you guys. Mwah.